Travel back, not hundreds, not thousands, but over 200 million years into the past. The world you know does not exist. No cities, no humans, not even grass. Instead, towering conifer forests stretch across the horizon, fern-covered valleys roll into the distance, and strange plants dominate the land. In this ancient world, extraordinary creatures rule. Some are no larger than a chicken, darting through the undergrowth in pursuit of insects. Others are giants, longer than 4 buses, shaking the earth with each step. These are the dinosaurs, rulers of the prehistoric Earth. The name dinosaur was first coined in 1842 by Sir Richard Owen, taken from the Greek dinos, meaning terrible or marvelous, and sauros, meaning lizard. But dinosaurs were no ordinary reptiles. They were a unique branch of life, adapting and thriving in ways unlike any other, dominating the planet for more than 160 million years. And remarkably, one branch of their family still lives among us today. We call them birds. The story begins in the Mesozoic era, over 250 million years ago. This vast span of time is divided into 3 major periods: the Triassic, the Jurassic, and the Cretaceous. Each period shaped the dinosaurs in unique ways. In the Triassic period, the Earth was recovering from the greatest mass extinction in its history, an event that wiped out more than 90% of all species. The supercontinent Pangaea stretched from pole to pole, and much of the land was hot and dry. It was in this harsh world that the first true dinosaurs appeared. Small, fast, 2-legged predators like Eoraptor and Herrerasaurus. They were nimble, lightweight, and opportunistic hunters, laying the foundations for a dynasty. The Jurassic period saw a transformation. Pangaea began to break apart. The climate warmed, rainfall increased, and lush forests spread. This was the age of the giants. Sauropods like Brachiosaurus and Diplodocus roamed the land, their necks stretching high into the treetops to strip leaves from towering conifers. Powerful predators like Allosaurus stalked the open plains. In the skies, Archaeopteryx, with both feathers and teeth, hinted at the link between dinosaurs and birds. By the Cretaceous period, flowering plants had evolved, painting the landscapes with new colors and providing food for an even greater diversity of herbivores. This period gave rise to legendary dinosaurs: the horned Triceratops, the swift and intelligent Velociraptor, smaller and more feathered than the movies portray, and the apex predator Tyrannosaurus rex, with the most powerful bite force of any land animal in history. Scientists divide dinosaurs into 2 main groups based on their hip structure. The Saurischia, or lizard-hipped dinosaurs, included both the gigantic sauropods and the fierce theropods. The Ornithischia, or bird-hipped dinosaurs, were a diverse collection of plant-eaters such as the armored Ankylosaurus, the plated Stegosaurus, and vast herds of duck-billed hadrosaurs. For decades, dinosaurs were imagined as cold-blooded, sluggish creatures. But modern research has revealed a far more dynamic reality. Many theropods, including close relatives of Velociraptor, were covered in feathers. Feathers evolved not only for flight, but also for insulation, display, and sometimes gliding. Fossilized nests show that some species cared for their young, while trackways reveal coordinated herd movements, suggesting complex social behavior. Everything we know about dinosaurs comes from fossils: bones, teeth, footprints, eggs, and even impressions of skin and feathers, preserved for millions of years. These remnants are clues in a massive puzzle, and paleontologists are the detectives, piecing together the biology, behavior, and environments of creatures that have been gone for tens of millions of years. The reign of the dinosaurs ended abruptly 66 million years ago. A massive asteroid, about 10 kilometers wide, struck the Yucatan Peninsula in present-day Mexico. The impact released energy equivalent to billions of nuclear bombs, igniting wildfires, sending tsunamis across oceans, and throwing vast amounts of dust into the atmosphere. Sunlight was blocked, temperatures plummeted, and ecosystems collapsed. 3/4 of all species on Earth perished, including all non-avian dinosaurs. But extinction was not the end of their story. One lineage of small, feathered theropods survived. These survivors evolved into the birds we see today, from sparrows to eagles. Every bird is a living dinosaur. They are a testament to the resilience and adaptability of life. For over 160 million years, dinosaurs adapted to shifting continents, changing climates, and evolving ecosystems. They grew into giants, shrank into sprinters, sprouted horns, armor, and feathers. They were hunters, grazers, scavengers, and builders. They filled the skies, seas, and every corner of the land. And though their age has passed, their legacy is written in stone, and in the beating wings of the creatures that still soar above us. Dinosaurs were not defined solely by their massive size. They were masterpieces of adaptation. Each species was perfectly suited to its environment. Some evolved long legs and lightweight bones for swift running. Others grew towering necks to reach the highest leaves. Some developed heavy armor and spikes for protection, while others relied on sharp teeth and powerful claws to hunt. Their senses were finely tuned to survival. Carnivorous theropods often had forward-facing eyes, granting them depth perception, a vital advantage in tracking prey. Herbivorous giants, on the other hand, had eyes positioned to the sides, allowing a broad field of view to spot danger early. Fossil evidence from inner ear structures reveals that many dinosaurs had acute hearing. Bird-like species, in particular, may have communicated through a variety of calls and vocalizations. Hunting strategies varied widely. Agile predators like Deinonychus likely hunted in coordinated packs, bringing down prey much larger than themselves. Apex predators such as Tyrannosaurus rex may have relied on ambush tactics or followed wounded animals until they tired. Some, like Spinosaurus, adapted to a life of fishing, with long crocodile-like jaws and tails suited for swimming. Defense came in many forms. The horned Triceratops wielded a massive bony frill and 3 sharp horns, useful both against predators and in battles with rivals. Ankylosaurus was a walking fortress, its body covered in thick armor plates and its tail ending in a massive club. Stegosaurus, with its towering back plates and lethal tail spikes, was both a visual deterrent and a dangerous opponent. Dinosaurs did not live alone. They shared their ecosystems with a diverse array of prehistoric life. Early turtles, primitive mammals, giant amphibians, crocodile ancestors, and the flying reptiles known as pterosaurs. Overhead, creatures like Pteranodon and the colossal Quetzalcoatlus soared through the skies, while rivers teemed with giant fish and oceans swirled with ammonites and marine reptiles. Fossils are our only bridge to their vanished world. The first dinosaur remains were discovered in early 19th century England, though their true nature was not immediately understood. As paleontology developed, great discoveries emerged from across the globe. In the late 1800s, the so-called Bone Wars between rival scientists Othniel Charles Marsh and Edward Drinker Cope led to the naming of dozens of new species. Today, new finds continue to astonish, sometimes entire skeletons preserved in remarkable detail. Modern technology has revolutionized our understanding. CT scans reveal the internal structure of bones, Chemical analysis can detect pigments in fossilized feathers, allowing scientists to infer dinosaur coloration. Fossilized trackways record how they moved, how fast they ran, and even how they traveled in groups. Dinosaurs have captured not only the attention of scientists, but also the imagination of people worldwide. Through books, films, toys, and games, they have been brought to life again and again. The Jurassic Park films, in particular, helped popularize them globally, though often at the cost of scientific accuracy. For example, real velociraptors were smaller, feathered, and less movie monster-like than their Hollywood counterparts. The story of dinosaurs is one of endurance and transformation. For over 160 million years, they adapted to shifting continents, evolving climates, and changing ecosystems. Their extinction was sudden and dramatic, yet their lineage continues in the form of birds, living reminders of a world long past. We humans have existed for a mere fraction of their reign. Yet we look back in awe at a time when creatures unlike anything alive today walked the earth. They are gone, lost to the sands of time, yet their story remains etched in stone and in the beating wings of the birds above us.